Hello, I'm Jack, and this is March 2023 and all the weird and wonderful things that happened. So we've just about finished our house, which means we can have friends round to stay, which is great. Here are the beautiful Needhams, Pete and Tina. Pete was with me when I met Mel all those years ago. We also went down to Bristol to listen to Matthew in his university big brass band, which we loved. And the wonderful Wongs and the Super Standings came to visit, which is always good. Had a fantastic time. Rob's birthday. But what was even more exciting than that was that Izzy's now a superstar. She got her first hat-trick in the Indian League and went on to win the whole thing. How fantastic is that? Bronwyn came round to say hello. And I went off with Mike. I've been trying to buy that Alpha of his for many years. He's refused to budge. Now getting it done up in the same place. They're getting this beautiful old Aston Martin done. How fantastic is that? And an old Jag as well. So that was quite a revelation seeing all of that. The big thing is we're trying to get the house ready for the races. So look at all these tradesmen. We've got to get it ready to rent out for the races. Lewis did all the electrics. Tom did all the plumbing. That's all finished. This is another Tom from Octopus who put the metering in. He did a great job there. Very pleased with that. Ollie has now got a new Wi-Fi network going. Yeah, Neil's done loads and loads of different things, including putting the wood here on the side of the house. I think I might try and paint that myself. This is his son in full Star Wars costume. And Lee came around to mend the roof. Thank you, Lee, for doing that. And the lean-to. Mel's worked like a dog. Started off with the lean-to and then really kind of getting 18 into shape to rent out. It had loads and loads of clutter, loads and loads of cleaning.
Right, Mel, what are you doing?
I'm shortening curtains.
And why is that?
I'm zhuzhing up the cottage.
You're zhuzhing up the cushion. Can I say you look really wide-eyed, bright and sparkly?
I'm so tired. I didn't sleep last night. Don't show my face.
Those curtains were with me in the Little Me. They're like old friends.
We're filming. Let's action. Look at this. Who trained you, Mel?
Mother Reese.
Was she any good?
She's a perfectionist.
Like me.
Yes.
So we've got the sitting room going, and I got the TV and Apple TV going, so it's all kind of fully wired up and working and what have you. And I think a nice place to stay. Mel got blinds up in the bathroom.
If you're watching Happy Valley, you've seen people escape from cages. And here we have a top cleaner. What are you doing, Mel?
I'm sprucing.
Sprucing.
I might let her out sometime soon.
Take us for a tour of this room. What have you done?
Oh, everything.
Come on.
Painted the walls.
Yes.
Moved the bed.
Yes.
Got rid of the old furniture.
Yes.
Used the old nest of tables as side tables.
Yes. What about storage?
Put up the shelving from our bedroom.
Oh!
Our temporary bedroom situ. There's
Anything
some
on
lovely-
art?
Yes, lovely pictures on the walls.
Oh, yes.
Got a blackout blind.
Oh, mirror.
Got little curtains for privacy.
Yes.
I've got a mirror.
That's a very good job. And if you look across there, you can see a mirror all the way over there, making it look even bigger. What a fantastic job you've done.
Thank you. I'm very tired now.
We even had the kind of thermostat having to be wired the day the guests turned up. But all in all, it was a great experience. We had a lovely racing couple in number 18. We had 5 very excited guys in number 16, and I think they all had a good time. And they're all going to come back next year, though Mel was exhausted at the end. If we have guests, then that means that we had to go away. So where are we going to go? Well, Mel went to London town. It was Mother's Day and she got pampered. I went back into the garage, but only lasted a day due to excess snoring. I had to escape to Margaret. She's looking after Flash. She loves Flash. And Seamus, well, Seamus loves beer. So that was quite a good compromise. And he took me for a walk the next day on the Cotswold Canal. Never really been down there before, kind of parallel to the road. And it's amazing old buildings and what have you. I think this is kind of lockkeeper's house. They've got an old ancient breed sheep around the place. And look at this, 999 for a charter, and the church to kind of go with it. So that was quite a good old walk. Seamus repenting his sins, which are many. On to Gary. Gary has no sins. He's St. Gary the Blessed. And then to Swansea.
Are you an athlete?
I'm a super Olympic.
Have to say Mr. Eccles looking very well, so we went for a walk.
Swansea Bay, the glory, the beauty. There you are.
We got soaked, but fortunately the observatory had opened up finally after about 5 years, dried off there. And then the next day was a lot brighter. So called Mr. Eccles again, and we went along Swansea Bay. We liked seeing the fishermen, but no, some bastard has put this thing off. How petty is that? No fishing for tuna. I agree with that sentiment. Went off into the Gower. It was raining, so went to Arthur's Stone. That was quite something.
Swansea Bay in all its glory.
50 shades of grey.
High tide. And look, we've got two buffoons here. There we are.
So in the Mumbles, start off with Verdi's. We're going to go to Verdi's, and then on to my old pub, the Pilot. Hasn't changed in 45 years. Very excited. That beer and ice cream is always a good combination. Look at that. What a great pub. And then on to the Pilot in the evening, and here's Chris, and that's a fantastic trick, Chris. Well done, well done. Yet another walk with Seamus next day. I think this fog is all kind of pretty spooky, but rather nice. And by the time we got there...
Stop whinging. Tell us what you think about Swansea Bay.
Probably one of the nicest bays in the world at this precise moment.
And how much does it cost you?
Not a penny.
Not a
it's
penny.
all free.
It had cleared up, and Margaret and Megan joined us, and Joe's Ice Cream. What else do you do?
How are you, Flash?
Oh, I had a wonderful time at Aunt Margaret's. She's a good girl, isn't she? Yes, she's really lovely, and so are her lovely daughters. And I quite like that funny man as well. He's quite nice.
So here's Mike and Cole. They've been off to see the Northern Lights. Ian and Zena, I think, are in France. And Gordon and Jenny in Spain. So I managed to persuade Mel that she deserved 2 or 3 days away. Went to Palma in Majorca, and we took a little vintage train here. There's a separate video on that. Very excited to get back because the garden, which was just looking sterile at the beginning of March, you can see snow coming down. About the only thing that was happening was the daffodils were pushing through. And it rained, and it rained, and it rained. But the daffodils kept on going, kept on going. Here's a rare sunny moment. And after a while it meant I could mow the lawn. So I mowed the lawn, and Mel, a furious weeder, taking after her mum. So you can see it's all starting to look nice and bright. Scott came round to sort the lawn out, scarify it, get it all into shape, put seed and fertiliser down. So we're hoping to have a magnificent lawn in the summer. Some bugger's been eating Mel's tulips, but the pink blossom, well, that's the best it's been. The maples, well, they're starting to kind of push their way through. And I do love a white cherry blossom. And look how beautiful this is. We'll have more pictures of blossom next month, but it's a good start. Hydrangeas in leaf as well. So what about Mum, you may say? Well, if you do, thank you very much. She's still down memory lane, but she's getting loads of visitors, which is really nice. Megan and Flash came to see her. Daniel sang Blame My Daniel several times. And Matthew, well, they look very chirpy together. I went along on Mother's Day, brought the flowers, so well done, Mum. And this is a lovely photograph of David, taken by Margaret. She's looking pretty good, and Flash is also looking pretty good.
Flash, what do you think of the current political situation?
I don't care. Don't give her monkeys, you silly little man. Bye-bye.